Hey, buddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Old World. We've got a battle in the skies. 2 red arcs appear in the sun, followed by blood red orbs and a variety of rods across the sky. So we can get a free militia unit in Taraco, or we can get some unhappiness in exchange for some legitimacy. Legitimacy is valuable. Militia are quite good at defending cities, but I'd like that legitimacy. Legitimacy has like a lot, and I mean a lot of long-term value. Things are going quite nicely in some of these cities. I'm getting lots and lots of productive improvements online. Like I'm getting my mines up, I'm getting farms up. I've almost got all my productions above 50, and I've only got 9 years left to actually hit that milestone. And I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do it. Ooh, I can build garrisons now. That means I can start garrisoning my cities or rather I can start putting governors in my cities, which is something I definitely want to look into getting started. But I think it would also be a good idea to get a couple of extra granaries to boost my food output and the population growth rate in my cities. But yeah, pretty uneventful turns. I managed to steal a site there. I may actually start sending a couple of these units down to Carthage just to see if we can maybe do a little bit of damage to them. Maybe kill a unit or two, maybe pick up some kills, maybe pillage a bit of their terrain down there. We'll see how she goes. Mostly right now I'm playing defensively. I'm trying to keep myself safe while I actually build up a military to try to compete with this Carthaginian military. They are quite a bit stronger than me. They've been spending a lot more time building military while I've been focused heavily on infrastructure. I'm now known as the architect, so I have only just barely come of age with Adia, and she already has a plus 20 legitimacy here. Duke Ramus is ill. King Inet of Egypt has abdicated, and we just picked up food boosts, so we have a ton of extra food. It would be good to pick up some science here, but I think a lot of my science is going to have to come from training specialists. I'd like to have a chancellor. It would potentially give me a lot of culture if I could get a very wise chancellor. Camel archers and groves are cool. I may go for chancellor or Odeons. Odeons would be nice, but I think I'm going to go for chancellor. Sabat's agent. So I can bribe a agent of Egypt for science. I can become vigilant, which will give me extra city defense, or I can gain legitimacy. I think I just take the science here, shave a few turns off a spoked wheel. My science is pretty bad, so any science I can pick up from events is quite nice. So I am a tutorial. How old am I? I am Queen Atia, the architect. I don't remember picking my thingy, but I will be an architect. What is my class actually? I'm supposed to be able to pick a class, I thought. I don't remember. I guess I don't have one yet. We'll see. So I can start the mission rally troops. So rallying the troops would give me 20 experience, and it costs me civics, but it gives me a bunch of orders, which would allow me to train units faster. You know what? Let's go ahead and do a free rally troops mission. I don't even know what my what my class is. Wait, what kind of person am I? Do I come of age next turn? I'll find it out. I'm a bit confused by that. So let's force march our settler over to this deer area. Thinking right there is fine. This is kind of a border city. I would maybe like the landowners. What kind of resources do we have here? We have wheat and lavender, and I know the landowners work really, really well with any sort of crop resources. Crop resources are things like wheat, barley, sorghum, and citrus. So I'm going to pop down the landowners here because there is, in fact, wheat right there. And we found some mountains. I'm now known as the Able. And we completed the ambition control 50 urban tiles, which is cool because we should get to pick a new ambition now in the near future. So we have Italica here. I'm probably going to spend a bit of time just building up the city. Like I'll do maybe 2 festivals, a forum, and a treasury, and slowly just build up the city's personal development. It would be a good idea to get some builders over here. I probably need like 4 to 5 more builders in total just to be able to manage my current empire. We've got a little bit of a barbarian problem here. I'll slowly work on a slinger in Ostia, and then I'll grab an axeman in Roma to send to help defend Ostia. Over here in Tharanda, I got myself a Jewish disciple. Now I can use this to establish some new sort of theological directions. If I click here, tier 1 is mythology, veneration, or legalism. So mythology would give me a 5% spread chance, 2 culture from shrines, and 4 culture from monasteries, as well as a better opinion of polytheism. Veneration would give you the same spread chance, but give me gold from monasteries, a lower rebel chance, an extra thingy, and then legalism would lower my maintenance cost and give me extra civics. So I may go the culture route here, because I know that'll help me win a little bit quicker. And in order to go the culture route, that would be Jewish mythology that I would create here. So I'll probably be able to do that next turn. So I'll just hold off with this guy. Now this city is a little bit vulnerable. This settler also, I need to get to this Roman city site because Egypt is over here and they may declare war on me. So let's just force march to the city of Tharanda. So once I have a little bit of technology unlocked, I will be able to use my disciples to build things like temples and monasteries. I also want to build the Temple of Solomon eventually. That would require development. Actually, I could build the Temple of Solomon right now, I think. I just need to save up a little bit of stone and a little bit of civics. The Temple of Solomon will give me 2 victory points, 20% culture, 10 Judaism opinion, and I would actually get a Jewish disciple every 20 turns for free. That's quite a good deal, actually. Yeah, I'll probably use him to build the Jewish temple, and maybe I'll make some more Jewish disciples here. I'd like a forum. Oh, I'm constantly being raided by barbarians now, and it's really bothering me. It's not the end of the world, it's just annoying. Let's get a slinger in position to slowly deal with these boys before they start pillaging me. And I'm also working on getting that mining power up, because I'm very, very close to hitting this ambition. I just need to increase my ore income just a smidge. Okay, so this is where I get to choose my direction. Now, I could become a diplomat, which would allow me to do a tribal alliance. If I have a tribal alliance, I can actually settle on tribal land, I believe. Yeah, tribal alliance has some power here. Let's try out the diplomat. At least that's how I remember it. I don't know if things have changed. So Persia are sending me a dignitary mission. Positive opinion. I can gain a skill point, or I can gain a skill point and get a deal maker and unlock a caravan. Okay. I think I'm going to go for the skill point, get the positive relations. Yeah, we just obviously take that. Diplomacy, very, very powerful. Ooh. Right, capture 5 foreign cities. That's very much so a militaristic direction. 10 elder specialists. That is going to be tough because I don't even have 10 improvements that I can train upgradable specialists on. Discover architecture and jurisprudence. Architecture is a really expensive technology. I'm not even remotely there. And they want jurisprudence? Oof, I would never reach that one. The most likely one that I'm going to be able to do is control 5 cities, but I'm going to go for elder specialists because at least it gives me an excuse to start making elder specialists. I think I'll be going for a couple of elder officers here. They're worth 3 science each, which is pretty damn powerful. All right, worker, what are you doing? Show tile yields overlay. Very cool. What do you think? Maybe another shrine in this city? We've got the Shrine of Mars. The Shrine of Vulcan would be nice. That's probably better for some other city that I have lumber mills. So maybe the Shrine of Venus? Is there anywhere where I have like 2 pastures nearby? Not really. So I may just pop down a Shrine to Venus here. It's a very, very small upgrade. But it will give the city some growth and some culture, which will allow me to get it to the legendary culture, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I need to get 2,000 culture in total in my capital to upgrade it again. So let's build the Temple of Solomon. It will be expensive for me to do this. It'll cost me about 1,000 gold. So I'm going to wait till next turn. I want to wait for a little bit more of that stone to come in. Stone has become quite expensive. Food is quite cheap right now. But different resources will take on different costs and values and stuff like that based on the stage of the game. Do I want some barracks? I don't think I care about military production in this city. I mostly just care about getting my city settled, really. So this city, most of my people have 3 cities. So whatever I put here doesn't really matter. I don't really have good mines here. So I don't think a Fabius city makes sense. I might just put down a statesman city because they tend to just be good like fill-ins because they don't really depend upon territory, and they tend to just, you know, do well by existing because they give me an extra order in the city. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of Carthaginian units. Let me just bounce. Well, actually, they can't really do that much damage to me. Like the Hastatum are pretty damn strong. So if I just add a general to this with, I don't know, pretty good stats, I could even put my own leader on this. I'd be a bit scared of it getting surrounded and zona controlled. Although I think Hastatus ignores zona control. So, maybe if I put my queen in charge of this unit, I could do some fun things. Yeah, let's do it. I could probably maybe kill a settler or kill a slinger or something like that. I don't know. I reckon we could do some fun with this guy. So Carthage has a truce with the Scythians, and my fourth in line heir can be tutored. I've rallied the military, resulting in higher morale and discipline, which is nice. I could rally the troops again, which would give me even more experience at a cost of some civics. I could leave my status. I could get a national alliance. I think I'd like to get a tribal alliance with the Scythians. Might be a fun thing to do here. Yeah, let's try for the tribal alliance with the Scythians. Let's have a look here. Truce. We cannot attack each other. Got a little bit of a barb problem over here, but we'll be fine. Suspected spy. One of our agents in Julius' household reports that a prisoner is being held secretly in the family dungeon. So I can have faith in the judgment of my local family. I will get the loyal trait, which is a strength. It will give me +2 discipline, which will naturally give me extra gold per year and extra experience on the unit that I'm commanding. Or I can be compassionate and upset my family, but also gain a slightly different strength that would give me more civics. I kind of like the idea of boosting, of being loyal. Yeah, I think loyal is quite good here, and I get to emphasize internal politics over external politics, which is something I kind of prefer. So let's build this Temple of Solomon. I kind of wish I could build it over in Roma, but unfortunately Tharanda was the city where I founded my religion. And I reckon I'll post it right here along this river. And it'll take 8 years to build, but once it's done, we will have a very nice place. Now, the thing about the Temple of Solomon is that it gives 20% culture in this city. So we'll probably want to try to get as much culture in this city as possible. So we've increased the size of our military significantly. We've got a few slingers around now. I'm wondering if I can do any fun things with this Hastatum. Let's pop onto this hill. We'll level up our hero, our leader rather. It would be nice to pick up that 2 science per turn. But also just going for more courage is like disgusting. That's 24 training per turn. I'll be able to promote an insane number of units. Can't believe I need even more settlers. I need a settler here. I need a settler here. Potentially more settlers to the north once I have my alliance with the Scythians. Oh God. Just so many. I am now known as Atia the Just. That's because I've achieved ambition and done a whole bunch of things. This is basically just a way to keep track of your score. Nice, another ambition. And one of my in-laws has died. Okay, Claudius family has a new head. It would be nice to pick up monasticism because this is a way to convert my wood into science, and that would actually significantly help me. So I am going to slow research monasticism, but I'm going to do my best to try to speed that up as much as possible. I do have my Axeman now, who will be able to help clear out these barbs. 10 elder specialists we may start to work on. I can start to get Odeons now, which is something I'd wanted to do, but I may not begin that task immediately. I think I'd like to start building some garrisons as well. Pop a worker over here. We'll immediately begin work on a garrison. This will give me half an order per year for the cost of 2 stone, and it'll also allow me to put a governor in this city. So garrisons are really important to build in the mid game, in my opinion, because they make a huge difference to the amount of orders you have. And right now I have sometimes multiple workers per city doing what they have to do. But I also want to be training specialists. I don't have a amazing specialist in here, except maybe this mine or this quarry here. 2.4 culture per turn is actually significant because I would get 1.2 culture from this specialist. On the other hand, it might not be bad to get a proper miner specialist. Well, I don't need the iron, so I'd rather take the culture and gold while I can get away with it. Like father, like daughter, Duchess Drusilla, who's 4th in line, is proud, so that's helpful. Oh, she's also warlike. Interesting. Very cool. And the game would like me to appoint a chancellor. I should probably get married too, so I can have a spouse. Let's see. +20 family opinion if I appoint Octavius the Younger. I'm going to go pick my own chancellor. Let's have a look. We've got a few options here. I would like... What are you doing? You're managing Roma. So instead, I could get +2 culture per city by putting Matriarch Zenobia as my chancellor. And I think I really like the idea of getting culture per city, because right now you can see this blue bar on a lot of my cities isn't filling up very quickly. If I zoom in on Rome, you can kind of just see it's filling up. So I'm going to appoint her from governing Rome to doing this job instead. It will cost me some orders and civics, and it'll mean I'll need to appoint someone new here, and my civic income is not amazing in this particular game. So on that front, I'll start prioritizing forums in a lot of my cities where I don't have the level 1 forum. Level 1 forum just gives you a small boost to your Your doodles. Oh my god, words escape me. Your civics. That's the word I was looking for. All right, Hastati. Let's see what you've got. Boom. Oh my god, that damage. 15 experience every time I do stuff like that on my leader is amazing. The Roman unique unit is just crazy strong. You just grind your way through enemy units. My second in line is ready to be tutored. Who's my first in line, really, is a question I need to answer. Princess Cornelia is my heir, but I'm actually younger than her. So she's likely to die before I ascend to the throne, unless she... Wait, how is she both... Oh, she's my ambassador and heir. She's serving in 2 roles. Well, fair play to her. I think it's time I got married. Now, did I successfully get the tribal alliance? They want 72 wood. 72 wood per turn for 40 years. Hell no. I will agree to this though. I'll make an alliance with a tribe, but I'll pay the 500 stone. Now to buy that, I'm going to need a lot of money, which means I need to sell off basically all of my resources. There's 474. Is that quite enough? No, I need like just a little bit more. All right, there we go. We just we sold up a bunch of our resources, but we can get this tribal alliance. Boosh. So I think doing that, yeah, tribal peace, tribal alliance are both super valuable for score. So that's going to give us a ton of legitimacy. But now when we investigate these tribes, a player can give move and attack orders to the units of an allied tribe and found cities near their settlements. Allied tribes will share your diplomatic stance towards other tribes and declare war against nations that declare war against you. So I have a limited amount of control over their units, which is fantastic. I have a tribal alliance, which gives me pretty much uncontested control of this northwestern sector of this continent, which is amazing. And it means also that things like settlers are going to be increasing in value for me, but the problem is now I'm broke. I wish I could pay for this because I would love a court merchant or a court soldier, but I'm just going to take the experience on my leader. Tutorial imprison, so I can imprison Jen of Roma. Why can I do this? So because she's angry, I can imprison her. I don't think I need to imprison her. General Tullia she's a general of a chariot. Like, she's angry. She's estranged from me. I don't think I need to imprison her. I think I'll just leave her be. Heir education. So my fourth in line, I think I'll just have her study rhetoric. Zenobia is my chancellor and leveled up. And I think I want, if I could get wisdom here, it would be perfect because I could get more culture from my cities. But charisma also gives me family opinion. All of these things are valuable in their own right. I think family opinion is pretty good here because that's like the main thing that they do. All right, let's kill this boy. Boom, picking up more experience on our leader. We'll bring a warrior in to start attacking the city. Let's see if we can take the city off of Carthage. It would be perfect if we could, because we're actually surprisingly close to winning. I'm actually surprised that I'm doing so well, because previously I had played the game and it was a little bit tougher than this. They must have made the game just a smidge easier on the lower difficulties, or else I'm just generally better at games now. But yeah, we're actually not too far from winning, because I think in order to win, you have to have double the score of any other player and be halfway towards the maximum point. That's sort of a runaway victory. Basically, if you're doing too well, the game just lets you win, which I kind of like. I kind of like that it at least has that built into it. Antonia the Younger has died. All right, she is gone. That's the only thing that happened this turn, really, of note. We have a swordsy man that we need to get rid of here. Keep farming experience on these guys. Roman education, access to the historical textbooks. I would like her to have a bit more wisdom, but I don't have enough civics. So I think I can sacrifice some training to get her a level up. A new marriage offer. This is what I was hoping for. I need a wise husband. He's somewhat wise, but not wise enough. He's a judge though, so at least I'll take that. I'll take a judge. Judges work as governors too. Yes, I'm going to convert to Judaism. I'm glad I got that event for free. We have an imprison mission. I don't want to imprison her, so I'll just take the experience. Game wants me to like imprison a lady, and I do not want to do it. I think it's trying to teach me how the imprison mechanic works, though. So like I can forgive it. The only downside of garrisons is that they're very, very expensive. So you need to have like an insane number of quarries to actually maintain them. Even this like really high surplus economy isn't enough to sustain me for very long. We will be fine. I'm tempted to queue up a bunch of rancher specialists in here and just get the city growing. I think I will just start working on some settlers though in a few of these cities. I think it's necessary. The nice thing is Like, say for example, this city, I don't really have much I want to build up in this top half of the screen, so I could just run festivals, and what this does is it allows me to convert civics into population and happiness, which can kind of just generally improve the city. I can work more of its tiles and stuff like that. There's a lot of really, really cool... The game, I gotta say this about the game. It feels awkward the first couple times you play it. Like, everything feels like, it doesn't work, it's all weird, and it's not like meshing well. But then as you slowly play the game and you kind of figure things out, all the sort of pieces start to fall into place, and you actually understand, oh, actually, this is this way for this reason. That's like that because of this. And you start to sort of build a mind map of the game, and you're able to appreciate the different mechanics for what they're doing for you, rather than just feeling frustrated by them because they're not letting you do exactly what you want. One thing I originally really didn't like about this game, truth. Okay, your relative has died, and one has gained discipline. Oh my god, my husband just became cruel, which makes him a terrible governor. Okay. Well, not necessarily terrible, but not the governor that I was hoping for. Yeah, I was saying something, and I have forgotten what it was. I think I want to get a kill here with my Hastati, because that's worth 30 XP. Oh shoot, what was I going to talk about? There was something Oh yeah. Something that's interesting about the game is because you have 3 production types, essentially, it's hard to focus on one of them. You almost have to build like this structurally balanced city that has good growth, has good military production, and has good civics, or at the very least good growth in civics, in order to actually balance the city's ability to develop. Which I think is really, really cool. I think that's probably the coolest aspect of the game. So we just got a slinger in here. It would be nice. It would be nice to get a stone cutter or 2. So I think I'll get 1 stone cutter and then 1 farmer, but I'll get the farmer first because I'd like to do a bit more granary stuff in here so I can keep this city growing heavily. My plan is to have a very, very rural city here. Fortunately, I don't have the wood to send to Persia, or I would actually help them out, but I can pick up some experience. I feel like Atia, she's already age 24, she's almost leveled up twice. I feel like she's going to be really, really powerful. So second in line, Duchess Calpurnia. I'm going to get her to study philosophy. I could use a little bit of science out of her while she's, learning the ropes. Should probably repair that stuff. How long would it take me to build a garrison? 34 years to build a garrison. Let's get that started. It's a lot of extra orders on the garrisons. It means I can sustain more builders. I could also theoretically build a stronghold, although I would need the money to. There is a way to upgrade improvements, isn't there? I don't know how to do that. But yeah, it would be nice to get the stronghold, because then I could actually start building Hestatus. Ah, I see. So the strongholds get bonuses from being adjacent to barracks and archery ranges. So I shouldn't have built my barracks down here. I should have built them over here. You could build 2 barracks per city, essentially. Okay. Well, I might be able to put an archery range here or something. When I eventually go for it. Do I think that a granary in here would be worthwhile? Possibly. I wouldn't mind an Odeon as well, but I haven't got Odeons unlocked yet. This is the hard part, where you don't have quite everything you want unlocked, but you still have to keep developing your cities, and it can be tough to pick the right things. Alright, looks like she pulled in a bunch of extra troops to wipe out one of my warriors, which is fine. My mother of Carthage has died. Well, there you go. It's unfortunate. How much damage can you actually take from all these units? Pretty scary now. And I don't want this unit to die, because if this unit dies, then my leader dies. But we are really close to a level. I don't want to push my luck any further until I have some reinforcements. So I'll wait until I get that Axeman over here. I had a couple of Axemen I was bringing. Alright, we finished a hamlet. I can get 30 culture or some opinion. I'll take the 30 culture. Get those culture events a little bit quicker. Egyptian literature, so I can just get a culture boost, or I can get wisdom on my Duchess Drusilla, who is my 4th in line, or I can cut off the bad influence, which will upset her but give me legitimacy. I think I'm just gonna take the wisdom for that +1 science per turn. Let's see, do I want to build a stronghold in Tharanda? I don't think so. I want to build it somewhere else. But I can start slapping governors in basically everywhere, which is very nice. I'll get a stronghold in my capital though, because I do want to be able to build Hestatus there. It's a great way for me to be able to just strong arm Carthage in this war that we're in. I'm now known as Atia the Fountainhead. So because I built a wonder and I built a bunch of improvements, I am given a nickname. Oh, you failed a legacy to enact divine rule. Failed legacy, -5 legitimacy. Ow. Persia is now at war with the Scythians, and the Great Ziggurat was completed by Rome. So that was me. I think I get an event related to that. So I could dedicate it to, I could dedicate it to love, which would give me growth and happiness. I could dedicate it to wisdom, which would give me culture and science. I like that. Or I could dedicate it to war, which would give me production and orders. I'm going to go for the culture and science. I like science and culture. I really do want to be building more military units. I also really want to be building settlers. The thing is, I'm sitting on two citizens right now, and it feels wrong for me not to rush something out, like maybe a fisherman or two. Fisher specialists are really powerful. That's the thing I have to remember. But then again, I don't have enough civics to justify that. I only make 10 civics per turn here. I definitely need a person governing the city to give me the extra civics I need. Now here's a guy, Gnaeus of Sumolesena. He will give the city +9 civics, but he will cost it 22 gold and 1 happiness. But that is so worth it. Because now that's 20 civics per turn. I can do this in 3 turns, get some crab fishers. Boom, boom. Then I'll be able to grow my settler quicker. Happy days. So in order to get the next, well, I could get the Apadana, I guess. But I think I need strong culture to get the next wonders, and then legendary to get the next one. So I could get the Apadana maybe. I would need a lot of stone. And I need to set up a quarry area in this city. And I reckon over by this hamlet is a good spot. Just set up a small triangle of quarries so that I can get some stonecutter specialists in here. Oligarch Vibius are becoming far known and wide. I think he just killed an elite skirmisher, so he's become infamous, which means... Oh, okay. He's kind of spooky because he's got so many kills. He's very old though, and he'll die soon, so I don't think I need to be afraid of him. I think promoting this unit would be good. Herbalist is good. Means less time spent healing, so I'll take Herbalist. I need strong culture and a citadel. I could maybe do that in my capital to be able to build legionaries. Got a new ruler of Carthage, and they hate me, and they just started building the Acropolis. One of my guys have died. It's all good. Calls for peace. So we can have a truce with Carthage, which will cost me legitimacy. So they're demanding peace, but I could also refuse, which would upset Persia, but I would become ruthless, which would reduce my discipline, but give me an absurd amount of courage. Oh yeah, let's just be ruthless here. Look at that, seven courage, okay? Plus 36 combat strength on my Hestatus, and I make 112 training per turn. That is a absurdly powerful leader here, and I haven't even got my 2nd level up yet. So improved education. Okay, I can get a permanent upgrade for 1,000 gold. I can get 1 science per turn. Drusilla could be upgraded with charisma, or I can give her discipline and she becomes estranged. I think I just pay the 1,000 gold for +1 science. It doesn't seem like much, but +1 science is actually a huge bonus. Oh shoot, I should have saved some money to do this guy's event. Making him eloquent would be amazing actually, because it would mean he'd actually be useful as a governor again. Sell off a little bit of resources here. So he became eloquent. Where could I station him? Let me have a look through. I'm pretty sure my family governors can be stationed anywhere essentially. Oh, he already manages Rome. Never mind. Could put this frugal lady in charge. I don't know. Maybe. We'll think about that. Okay, I'm being attacked. Let's run. Good place out here for some quarries. There's also some room for farms. Do I want to make some quarries out here? I think stone has been my biggest problem. So I'm probably going to just do like an absurd amount of stone out here. Like just make stone forever. Carthage has a truce with Babylonia. We built the Temple of Solomon, which is nice, so we get some legitimacy from building a holy site. One of our heirs has come of age. I would like another judge, please. Do I want to rally my troops? Yes. So let's establish Jewish mythology, boom, which I think consumes this disciple, but that's fine. We got the Temple of Solomon, so we'll get another free one in like 19-20 turns, and we can always make more of them if we wish. My second in line could become intelligent, inspiring, eloquent, or insane, or I could get a court scholar. I think I'm going to take the court scholar because the potential for science from them is quite good, and I could also use them to tutor some of my heirs. Like for example, I could tutor you. Hortensia would give me a 22%. This is a 29% chance of wisdom. Let's do that. Keep the old tutoring going. So this city has an absolute insane amount of farmable resources, so this is absolutely going to be a landowner city. God, look how much damage this Hastati can do. Boom. And I can use the axemen to follow up as well. They actually have a general in there too. We could demolish them. Okay, Thoranda has completed another festival, so it has another citizen to work a tile. What's the city really missing? It wouldn't be bad to pick up a miner specialist. I also wouldn't mind some growth in here. On the other hand, I could use a forum and a treasury. I don't need a decree. I really actually think I just don't have enough workers, so I'm ending up with some problems due to not having enough workers. So I just need more and more and more workers. Yeah, let's work the growth here. Growth is citizens, which means more thingithans. Actually, let's get the stonecutter specialist because that's worth 2 civics, which is a lot. In fact, we'll get both of those upgraded because they're relatively cheap. See how much damage all of these units could do to me. It's actually quite a lot. I'm going to play it a little bit safer with my Hestatus, even though one more attack would actually level me up. I need to bring more units to bear over here. So let's start getting a few more axemen. Wherever I can find spare warriors. Oh, the court mourns. So the mother, is that my mother? My in-law. Ah, so she died. We got 20 experience from that, which actually leveled us up. Perfect. My second in line has completed her studies. I could make her a zealot. I like zealots. Zealots are nice because they can rush things with this training resource that I have a lot of. Right? That's the right one. Hang on. Yeah. With state religion. Zealot leader with state religion could use training. Now, on the other hand, I could make her a judge, which allows me to use money to rush things. And I like the idea of having judges around governing my cities. So that is Duchess Calpurnia, who I will appoint. She is fourth in line. I will point her to this city, and then I will almost certainly be using gold pretty regularly in here once the culture upgrades slightly. My queen has updated. Let's see here. I think the choice. I don't think wisdom is worth it for me. I have negative wisdom. It's probably better off to focus on another stat. Discipline gets me 16 gold per turn. This gets me 12 civics. I'll take the 12 civics. It's a lot of civics. Now here is the dream. We build the citadel in this city. Now my question is, if I reverse, can I overwrite the old garrison with a citadel? I think I can actually replace this, which is interesting. But I think I would want the citadel here. I could pop it down here though, right beside this barracks. It's not a bad spot, and it would give me the legionary. Yeah, so that'll take 7 years to build. But once I have it, I can start recruiting legionnaires. I can actually start recruiting Hestatus now, which are super, super powerful. So once I finish these crab fishers, I'll probably look into it. I may as well purchase myself an apprentice officer, actually. Because I need to start making elder officers and stuff like that, so getting those up and running a little bit earlier, probably not a bad idea. I think I can get a free kill with my Hestatus here. Boom. That's 30 XP on my queen. So alongside maybe doing a little bit of rallying of the troops, I could get a lot of experience on her and maybe get her third level up. Oh, they're trying to kill my Hestatus. But he's very, very tough. Very, very tough. And I've got a couple of... Oh, they're trying. They're actually really trying. They may get that kill. Third in line is now sick. I can get this kill though. Pretty easily, and then pull you back to start healing. We're just slowly whittling away at Carthage's units. Now, they probably might be able to get an Axeman kill in return, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm going to call that the end of the episode. We are making progress. We've got crabs farmers on the way, we got settlers on the way, we got walls on the way, all sorts of great stuff on the way. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!